Good morning, children. Today, let us start the new chapter Ratio and Proportion. To compare two quantities of same kind, we can use two methods. One is by subtraction, that is less than or greater than, and other is by division. In certain situations, comparison by division make better sense than comparison by taking the difference. The comparison by division is the ratio. In this chapter, we shall learn about ratio and topics proportion, unitary method. Dear children, let us watch this video.
Why do you argue? I told you I am older, so I am stronger.
Ha! You think I'm afraid of you? For your information, Mr. Pozo, I weigh 150 kilograms.
Ha ha ha. You call that weight? I weigh 450 kilograms. I think I'm many times heavier than you.
How many times? Come on, Pozo. How many times are you heavier?
I don't know how many times. I'm just heavier than you. Let's go and ask Dad. Dad, could you please help us? I and Hefty were comparing our heights and weights.
Pozo says that he is many times taller and heavier than me. I think he's cheating, as usual.
Dad, isn't there a way to find out how many times I'm actually taller and heavier than her?
That's an interesting question. Time to introduce you to the world of ratios. Let me take a look at your heights and weights. Height and weight are measured in centimeters and kilograms, respectively. We can compare two quantities using subtraction. So, the difference between your heights is
160 centimeters.
You're right, Hefty. And the difference between your weights is 300 kilograms. However, we still don't know how many times Pozo is heavier and taller than you, Hefty. To calculate how many times the quantities of weights and heights are to each other, we would need to compare the quantities by division. Now, the method of comparison by division is called ratio, and is denoted by this sign. On dividing 320 by 160, we get 2/1. So, the ratio of your heights is 2:1. In other words, Pozo is 2 times taller than Hefty.
Aha! Now do you know my actual strength, Hefty?
In the same way, to compare the weights, we divide 450 by 150. We get 3/1.
Got it, Dad. So the ratio of our weights is 3:1.
Or more importantly, I am 3 times heavier than you are.
Don't show off. I will catch up with you soon.
Sorry, Hefty. For once in his life, Pozo is not lying. Remember, children, whenever we need to find how many times one quantity is to the other, we calculate their ratio. Now that you know ratios, let me ask you some questions. There are 8 fishes, 2 turtles, and 5 frogs in our pond. Hefty, tell me the ratio of the fishes to the frogs.
8:5.
Bingo! Pozo, tell me the ratio of the turtles to the fishes.
There are 2 turtles and 8 fishes. The ratio of the turtles to the fishes can be written as 2/8. On simplification, we get 1/4. So the ratio of the turtles to the fishes is 1:4.
Exactly. A tough one now.
Hefty's turn.
What is the ratio of the frogs to the total number of animals in the pond?
Okay, there are 5 frogs in our pond, and the total number of animals, including fishes, turtles, and frogs, is 15. So the ratio of frogs to the total number of animals in the pond can be written as 5/15. That is 1/3. So the ratio will be 1:3.
Wonderful, Hefty! You're a smart monster girl.
Look at my club, Dad. It's chipping from all sides. I can't even frighten a bird with it.
Don't worry, son. We'll go to the city today to buy new clubs for you and me. Monster Day is around the corner, and you'll need a new club.
Wow, Dad! The market has been decorated so well for Monster Day. There's the club shop. Hey, Dad! My club is 75 centimeters long, while your club is 2 meters long. So the ratio of the lengths of my club to your club will be 75:2, right?
No, Pozo. You got it wrong. I'll explain. Look, the length of your club is in centimeters, while the length of my club is in meters. Centimeters and meters are different units of length. To calculate ratio, the two quantities must always be measured using the same unit. To make the units the same, we need to convert meters into centimeters. Now, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. So the length of my club will be 2 into 100, which is 200 centimeters. Therefore, the ratio of the length of my club to the length of your club will be 200/75. On dividing the numerator and the denominator of the fraction by 25, we get.
So the ratio of the length of your club to the length of my club is 8:3.
Bang on! Remember, Pozo, ratio 8:3 is different from ratio 3:8. Here's how I'll calculate the ratio of length of your club to the length of my club. The answer is 3:8.
I hope all of you understood how to compare two quantities using ratio method. Comparing any two quantities in terms of how many times is known as ratio, and it is denoted by two dots shown here. Ratios are always expressed in their lowest terms. Example 1. Length and breadth of a rectangular field are 50 meter and 15 meter respectively. Find the ratio of the length to the breadth of the field. Here we need to find out the ratio of length to breadth. For that, first of all, we need to write length of this rectangle, that is equal to 50 meter. Breadth of the rectangle is 15 meter. Now we have to find out the ratio. Ratio means their division. Therefore, first thing is the numerator and second quantity is the denominator. Therefore, ratio of length to breadth is equal to 50 is to 15. But ratio can be written in the lowest form. Therefore, 50 is to 15 is equal to 10 by 3. Therefore, the ratio of the length to breadth is equal to 10 is to 3. Example 2. Find the ratio of 90 centimeter to 1.5 meter. The two quantities are not in the same unit. Therefore, we have to convert them into same unit. For that, 1.5 meter we can convert into centimeter. Therefore, 1.5 meter is equal to 1.5 into 100 centimeter, that's equal to 150 centimeter. Therefore, the required ratio is 90 is to 150. And we can express it into lowest form as 3 by 5. Therefore, the required ratio is equal to 3 is to 5. For comparison by ratio, the two quantities must be in the same unit. If they are not, they should be expressed in the same unit before the ratio is taken. You can try the question below. Same ratio in different situations. Consider the following. Length of a room is 30 meter and its breadth is 20 meter. So, the ratio of length of the room to the breadth of the room is equal to 30 by 20. That is equal to 3 by 2 and that is again equal to 3 is to 2. There are 24 girls and 16 boys going for a picnic. Ratio of number of girls to number of boys is equal to 24 by 16, that is equal to 3 by 2 and that is again is equal to 3 is to 2. The ratio in both the examples is 3 is to 2. Note the ratios 30 is to 20 and 24 is to 16 in lowest form are same as 3 is to 2. These are equivalent ratios. Thus, we have seen that when we can get equivalent ratios by multiplying or dividing the numerator and denominator by the same number. Let us do one example. Give two equivalent ratios of 6 is to 4. Ratio 6 is to 4 can be written as 6 by 4. When we multiply numerator and denominator by 2, you will get 12 by 8. Therefore, 12 is to 8 is an equivalent ratio of 6 is to 4. Similarly, while dividing the numerator and denominator by 2, you will get 3 by 2. So, 3 is to 2 is another equivalent ratio of 6 is to 4. Thus, we have seen that a ratio is a comparison between two numbers indicating how many times the first number contains the second. The order in which the ratio is written is important. Ratio exists between two quantities of the same kind. Two quantities can be compared if they are in the same unit. We can find equivalent ratios by multiplying or dividing both numerator and denominator of the given ratio by the same number. Thank you.